Looking for
number 12.
There he is.
Quarterback there. Connor McCartan, sophomore as well. I mean, these are literally all sophomores.
Yeah, so both teams, all 10th graders.
Yep.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Freshmen, sophomores, and fight it out for. Okay, we got a holding on the offense. Another break for the Wildcats. Everything seems to be going their way early.
Yeah, and those penalties, as a coach, they'll drive you crazy because you don't want to beat yourself. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Dave, this is going to be an exciting year. Number one, the broadcast brings on a little bit more special meaning this year because many of the people can't get out to the games. There's no student sections, and only 2 people per player can come to the stands. So, hopefully OCTV viewership will go up, and there's been some talk of even some live streams. So we'll see how that plays out.
We'll do our best to tell the story as best as we can. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Snap is good. Coming to the right side. Number 13 being pursued. Good job by the Wildcats. Sealed that off. Number 16 for the Cats. That was Jackson Nix. Jackson sealed off that corner, pushed him out of bounds, forcing looks like a 4th down and 1.
Yeah, great pursuit there, and it's been a really good start for them early on. Maybe they can get something going. And as we mentioned, going against the wind, going to have to get that run game going.
Yeah.
Going to have to.
Well, you win and lose these ball games more on defense than anything. So
yeah,
we're going to see how this defense, young defense.
Yep. Field position is huge. Let's see what they can do here.
Running straight ahead, slowed down, but he gets first down, breaks it outside. He's got nothing but blue turf in front of him. That's number 24 for Lake Orion, James Patterson. Patterson broke free. That happens more times than you know. You come into the middle and everybody goes in to try to make the tackle, and he bounced it outside, and he had nothing. Went in untouched. Nice run there by number 24. I believe it's Patterson.
Yeah, well,
James Patterson Jr.
We know it's early, and there's going to be some rust, and we're going to see some of these plays go a little bit farther than they would, but you got to make that tackle when you get that opportunity, because look at right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the Wildcats, they'll get the ball back in plenty of time, 4:28 to go here in the first quarter.
And how quickly things can change like that, huh?
Absolutely. At one point, you can't hear yourself talking in your earphones, and the next point, you can.
Hey, it sounds familiar. Wow.
Nice kick.
Must be a soccer player, huh?
Wow. That was a great kick. That would have been good from 30.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a little wind at his back, so that helped a little bit.
It doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah. So 7-0 Dragons over the Wildcats early in this contest, 4:28 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats will get the ball back with their second offensive possession. They had a couple of nice runs on the first their first possession, but the drive stalled out right around midfield. So good job there by Patterson on the run.
It's early on. It's early on. Like we've mentioned, you're going to make mistakes. They haven't been able to practice as much as they'd like. They're excited out there, but now calm those nerves.
Yeah.
Get to the game plan, and obviously they want to run the rock, and let's see what they can do here. Lots of time. I know I'm excited to be out here, and I'm not even on the field.
Well, it was nice to get the call from Mr. Service saying, hey, we're going to warm her up on the JV game, so that's awesome.
Yep. Football's football right now, right?
Yeah. It's a shorter season, so every game means a bit more. So
when everybody makes playoffs, too, which is going to be interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So Zach made the playoffs his first year. That's
there you
awesome.
Go, right? And you got to say that.
Nice boot. Wildcats take the ball at about the 16-yard line. Cuts up the right side. Right's got some room. Oof. That was number 30 for the Wildcats. That was Cameron Jarrett. Jarrett is being featured so far tonight.
Yeah, I think, when I talked to Coach Carpenter before the game, he did mention Jarrett, but didn't know that he was going to be so involved in everything, even the kick return game, but lots of speed, lots of elusiveness.
Well, high school football, you usually get those special athletes, and when you get them, you try to capitalize on them, and you want to just get him as much experience as possible. You never know when the big team needs him.
100%.
So they're missing a player out there. They're all screaming for him.
First game, jitters.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's just it. Getting in and out of the huddle, that's Owen Scheidel. Didn't catch that he was supposed to be on the field, but he's out there now.
Well, won't happen again, that's for sure.
Caden Bailey under center. Hands the ball off to Jared.
Ooh. Tough
Jared gets about 2 yards, and he earned every bit of it.
Good cut still, because he did not have any room, but he just kept churning those legs, and that's what you got to do.
Yep.
He's a big guy, hard runner.
Well, and again, let's be perfectly clear. The Wildcats are not running their A offense.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to give Lake Orion coaches any look at what's to happen tomorrow.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, and so all year they've been practicing all the new stuff and some of the old, because you know what?
Yeah.
You don't last 38 years as a high school coach without some good plays in your playbook.
Oh, exactly.
There's roll out to us.
There he goes.
Left. Nice job by the Dragon there, number 41.
Yeah, and sometimes that play, no play is the right play, because you don't want to force anything in traffic. There was nowhere to go. Just run it out of bounds, and that's what he did.
Live to fight another day.
Exactly.
Christopher Harrogate made the tackle on the play, no gain. So it's 3rd down and 8.
Well, you're going to have to pass here. It's a pretty predictable down. But as we mentioned, going to be tough with that win. So we'll see what they do.
3rd down and 8. 2:20 to go here in the opening quarter of the Wildcats JV game. Back to throw the ball. Looking to run.
No room.
No room. Nice job by the Dragons. They didn't really rush hard. They just stayed in their lane and then cut everything off.
You'd almost like to see him stay in that pocket just a little bit longer, because it wasn't breaking down exactly, but it looked like he went to that run a little bit quickly.
It may have been a design quarterback run.
Yeah, and that's true as well.
That's the way it looked.
Yeah.
And there just wasn't a hole there. So Wildcats going to punt for the second time. Number 22, Caleb Jones, back to receive. We know what he can do.
Yep. Kick it away from him.
Yep. Snap is high, but he gets it. Another low kick. Kind of shanked it a little bit. Got a good Oxford bounce. Going to go inside the 50 down to the 46-yard line. That's where the Dragons will take over. 1st and 10. 1:26 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I mean, still good field position. I mean, I know it took a good bounce, but on that shank there, just hit it off the side of his foot. That's going to happen as well, and you're just going to have to play some good defense here, stand strong up front.
Well, and that snap was high, so you got to go up and get it. It really messes with the rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
But
you're thinking, you're thinking about that pressure and stuff. And
did a good job going up and getting it. So let's see what the defense can do here. Wildcats down 7-0. Lake Orion in the shotgun. Back to throw the ball. Looking deep.
Lots of time.
Getting some pressure by the Wildcats. He gets out of the pocket, gets first down. About 14-yard run on the play. That's number 12. He looked very poised back there.
He did. He looked very comfortable. When there was nothing there available, he just took off, and that's exactly what you want out of your quarterback. Yeah, who is that?
That's Connor McCartan.
I'll have to star that name there.
Yeah.
He looked really comfortable.
Well, that's what your defense is supposed to do, is to make that uncomfortable.
Right. Got to get more pressure from that line up front.
Yep. 1st and 10, back to throw again. There's the pressure you're looking for, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Forced a high throw, a little earlier than he probably wanted to do.
Yep, that's exactly what you want. The big guy up there looks like number 79.
79, 78 maybe for the Wildcats.
Yeah,
Clayton McMullen.
Good
pressure. You bet.
That's exactly what you want out of that nose tackle there.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10. 44 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Season COVID. Low snap. Oh, nice. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Number 26 for the Wildcats was in there. Zachary Cannabellis.
That close to a sack.
Yep.
Now, they did not get much out of it, but you mentioned COVID season. It's going to be a little bit different up here as we see people out there with their mask on, the players as well, and that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, they're going to have to get used to it. I'm sure they've been practicing that way.
Yep.
But good job by the defense there. 3rd down and about 7. Big play here early in the contest. McCartan back in the shotgun, looking to throw the ball, getting pressured by the
Wildcats.
Wildcats got him in the backfield.
Big play.
There we go. There's a Wildcat sack.
You had about 3 guys there in the backfield. Great play.
McMullen was the one that finally brought him down, but that's a great job by the defense. Yeah. Gave up rough field position at the 46-yard line. And one big play. Other than that, the defense held strong. Nice job. Way to end that first quarter. Wildcats trail 7-0.
And that's exactly what you want out of your defense. Like there, we just talked about it. You got to get pressure. And what they do, they made us look really smart here, right? The last
and that
2
takes
plays.
some work.
And it does, right? Yeah, nice playing there. And we mentioned it's going to be a shortened season. There's going to be, I believe, 6 games total. So 6 games, every team will make the playoff. But these kids are just happy that they're not losing football.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because you don't get it back. And once it's gone, you miss it. And they're going to play when they should be able to play. And, you know, the lights are starting to come on. The weather is good. This is a good feel. And Oxford Lake Orion.
Yeah. It's, we've been opening the season with Romeo the last few years, and we even opened it down at the Big House a couple years back. But, there's something special about Lake Orion Oxford. When I was a student at Lake Orion, it was special for us then. Then it was gone for quite a while, and we brought it back a few years ago. So it's pretty awesome. And I'm glad we're opening the season, this season, the special season, with a special game like this. So tomorrow night ought to be a real Donnybrook. And again,
it's going to be fun.
The sad part is we get the opening game of Zach's career, and not a lot of people are going to be able to go because it's
it's tough.
It's limited. But you know what?
We're playing.
We're playing. That's what really counts.
Yep. Let's hope for a victory, huh?
So it's going to be 4th down. It looks like Lake Orion's going to give it a go. They have a lot of confidence in their defense, so if they happen to turn the ball over, it's not terrible field position.
No. Yeah, they're on the 38.
McCartan in the backfield in the shotgun. He's had a couple of nice runs, and he did what he wanted to do. He pulled the Wildcats off sides. Now they're giving the offside signal. Yep. So that'll give them 5. That'll make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's predictable a lot of times. They're trying to draw you off. You got to be patient and disciplined, right?
Make no mistake about it. There's a film room session.
Right.
That play will have a lot of red ink around it.
Yep.
McCartan, shotgun, takes the snap, throws it a little wide, and the Wildcats hold. Nice job by the defense. They were getting a little pressure on him, forced him to throw the ball early. He was open, but he just missed the pass. So Wildcats, 1st and 10, the first drive of the second quarter.
A good stand there by the defense, giving up a couple plays, but for the most part had some good pressure, so something to build on. Let's get that offense rolling.
Indeed. Number 6, Caden Bailey, remains behind center.
The lefty.
Which
is, it's a beautiful thing to see. You don't see it very often.
Yeah. was Bill, do you remember, was Wellington, wasn't he left-handed? Wellington, when he was here, I think he was. That's a couple quarterbacks ago. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Bailey up under center. Hands the ball off to number 7, it looks like.
Nice run.
Number 7
He's still
Elijah Tabor. Elijah, now I'm going to tell you something about Elijah. He's used to that because he's got 5 brothers other than himself, so he has to scramble like that just to get food at home.
Well, I got to tell you, he's not exactly the biggest running back, but elusive is the word I'd throw out there.
He's built aerodynamically. There's no question about that, but he can run. The whole family are good athletes, good solid wrestlers, and a great family nonetheless. And they're coming up. They got one that graduated a year or so ago, and a whole bunch of them coming below. So here's Elijah again.
Look at that.
Cut back, good vision.
Wow.
Gets the first down. Elijah Tabor.
You said it, that vision. Look at that cutback. Yeah. I mean, he saw there was no hole, took it to the left and right up the middle there, and he picked that first down up on his own. That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah.
He's a tough kid. He's not going to want to come out of there. Calling the timeout for the referees. Bringing in Jarrett again to
He didn't want to come out either.
No.
He's getting fed now. Like you said, he's got to fight for those carries here, too. So
he's a $140 soaking wet, and those big linemen from Lake Orion land on him and the football. It takes the wind right out of you. But there's no slouch there, number 30, who took his spot.
It's actually 3rd and 1, they're saying right here, is it? No, that can't be right. Now that's first down.
Yep.
They got to change those.
Yeah.
The chains definitely moved. We see it.
Yep. Bailey. Broken play. Bailey did a good job avoiding the first rusher. Gets the ball out. Behind number 44, looks like.
I got to tell you, that's a miscommunication with Jarrett and Bailey there, because that looked like it should have been I don't know if it was going to be a sweep to the left there or a toss or what, but.
Good job by Bailey there just to hang on to the ball. He eluded one would-be tackler from the Dragons and got that ball out and fell incomplete. So number 11 in and out of the game. Olheiser. Now number 26 comes out. Cabanellis.
Yeah, you're definitely not seeing that complete playbook, that's for sure.
Well, and they're
smart.
They're confused too, coming in and out. First game of the year and under a new offense and snaps good. Back to throw the ball, swings it out, open. That's Jared with the ball. Nice tackle by the Dragons.
Yeah, number 16 and 68, big tackles there. I mean. But, hey, that was a good job holding on. Perfect play there. Just toss it over the lineman's head, and it made something out of it.
Well, 3rd down and 5. Wildcats in pretty good position here. 5 yards is very manageable. They have can open up the playbook a little bit. Much nicer drive here by the Wildcat. This is their best offensive possession so far today.
Mixing it up, too, like that.
Yep. Whistles blow. I think there's a timeout on the field. Lake Orion calls timeout. So welcome aboard. Welcome up to the booth. Rod is MIA right now, and we're just excited to welcome Dave up. So, Dave, tell OCTV fans and viewers a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from St. Clair. A lot of people think that's St. Clair Shores. No, East China, St. Clair. About an hour away from here, but football is big that way as well, so it's a natural fit. And graduated at Specs Howard and Oakland University, and sports has always been in my blood, and it's just a natural fit to be up here. Happy to be here with you.
That's awesome. And, that side of town, a lot of Macomb and a lot of great football over there with Dakota and Sterling Heights Stevenson and Utica Eisenhower. There's some bad people over there.
Oh, yeah.
As the bowling coach here in Oxford, I bowl against those guys all the time. So Dakota and Stevenson and Eisenhower won the state title in bowling last year. So
now I got to ask you, have you had a perfect game?
Oh, myself? Yes. I have 5, yeah.
You've had 5?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty darn good. So you're saying you're pretty good at this.
Well, I do it a lot. Let's just say I got lucky 5 times. Wildcats 3rd and 5. Nice job by Jared. Cutting it back and nearly broke it free. Get inside the 40-yard line. Nice work. Good blocking by the right side of that offensive line. Jared moved to his left and run a burst of speed to get that first down.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this kid is going to be something special. And you can see it. He's slippery out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And he needed a little break there. And number 7, Tabor, gave him a breather. But, boy, he came back out with fire in his eye.
And when you can get that passing game going, mix it up a bit, that only helps the running game.
Absolutely.
So, vice versa.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They got to work on that scoreboard.
Yeah, don't look at there.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
It looks like you're going to get a face mask.
Is it a face mask or a hold there?
I don't know. I think it was more of a I didn't see it either way, so we'll see. Oh, number 30.
Legal hands, huh?
Yeah. Had something to do with the block for sure. So what the Dragons may turn that down.
Well, he may have saved his quarterback's life there.
Well,
because,
that he might have done.
I think Bailey's going to be okay with that because pressure got in there quick.
Yeah, well, they're not going to decline it, so it's a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 15.
Just thinking of left-handed QBs, I can think of Michael Vick. Any come to mind for you?
Well, I'm a little bit older than you, and there's a Kenny Stabler.
Kenny Stabler.
Way back in the day.
How about Doug Flutie?
Doug Flutie was right-handed.
Right-handed, was he?
Yeah.
He was just 4 foot. I couldn't tell. So.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Handoff, fake handoff, looking to throw the ball. Lots of pressure. Oh, that's going to be illegal.
Yeah, nobody there.
Yeah, nobody there. Grounding. And on top of that, you got to get the ball over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So once you roll out and get outside the hash marks, that's okay, but you got to get the ball back over the line of scrimmage too. So right idea, and that's why you play freshman and JV ball, so you learn.
And if you can't get it near anybody there, you almost want to have him lay down and take that sack there because you're moving farther back. Like I said, penalties. You don't want to beat yourself with those silly penalties, but that was a lot of pressure coming his way. So
yeah, and
said than done.
We've talked about it on the broadcast for years, and you see it on the NFL and in college. Penalties are drive killers.
Yes.
Look at what happened to this drive. This drive was moving nicely. Wildcats had it first down, ball on the 39-yard line of the Dragons. And we're headed the wrong direction.
Yeah,
right.
Not
2
exactly
penalties.
What you want to do.
And that's going to be, I think, 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
I'm not trusting the scoreboard right now. I'm not too sure, but let's say there's a lot to go here. Okay.
Yeah. We got 1st and forever. And I don't think you got a lot of plays in your playbook.
Nope.
So what you try to do is you get a nice gainer here, get a couple nice gainers.
Yep.
Just try to get back into decent field position.
And that's it, field position. It's a chess match. Field position is a big, big key in this game.
Wildcats trail 7-0. We're got 8-minute mark here in the second quarter versus the Lake Orion Dragons, or as the Dragons will say, it's the Lake Orion North, and the Wildcats say it's Oxford South. So Bailey pitches the ball over to the right side. There's lots of room. That's Jarrett. Garrett cuts back. Garrett's, that's what I'm talking about. Get a nice gainer there. Looks like about 20 yards for Garrett.
Looks like we got somebody slow to get up, number 72.
So nice job there by the Wildcats. Good blocking again on the right side. They stretched. It's kind of like a stretch play. They stretch it all out. Let that back pick a hole.
Well, when you got somebody like that with that vision, that elusiveness, anything can happen, like you said. So now you're not just playing for field position here. You're trying to pick up that first down.
Yeah, now they believe it's they have it as 3rd and 12 on the scoreboard, and it looks like that matches the field. So we're going to go with 3rd and 12 because you know what? It is 3rd and 12 because on the intentional grounding, you lose your down as well. So you use yardage and down. So.
It looks like they're going to hand it off here, too. I don't know, but...
Same play off to the left. There's a little room.
Look at that.
Well, now you put yourself in a position to go for it, right?
I mean, why not,
So
right?
Cameron Jarrett in 2 plays, we were 1st and forever, or 2nd and forever, and now we're at 4th and 2. So 4th and 2, it doesn't do you any good to punt from here. So, now you can go for it.
Yeah, and we don't have stats up here, but he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. The way that he's running right now, and strong too. So very, very doable here.
Yep, he's probably in that 40 to 50 yards already in the first half. 6:20 to go here before halftime. 4th down and 2.
8 men in the box. Look at that.
Yeah, this is going to be the old-fashioned.
Look at that. Look at that.
There we go. Woo. There we go. So 1st and 2nd forever. In 3 plays, we get a first down, and we're inside the 20. Great job by that offense, keeping positive and working hard.
You got something special when the other team knows what's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Well, that's right there is good old-fashioned helmet-to-helmet. My big guys versus your big guys, and Oxford won that battle. So that's good old-fashioned football right there. So first down, ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Wildcats on the move. converting what looked to be about 2nd and 40 for a first down. Caden Bailey under center. Tabor in the backfield gets the handoff. The little feller chased it right up the gut. Yeah, puts his head down and just jammed it in there.
Yeah, he's like a joystick out there, but he's not afraid of contact. He goes right up the middle.
Tough kid for sure. Got about a 1-yard gain on that. And usually that play, it kind of sets up something else.
Yep.
Right? You're not looking to make big yardage on that, but you are setting the table. It might be a fake to that back and a pitch play, or it might be a pass off of that play action.
Yeah, play action is huge, and I don't know if you're going to see a ton of play action tonight, but I mean in the future maybe when they open that playbook up a little bit more. But they've passed the ball around a little bit more than I expected, to be honest, with that lefty out there.
Sure.
Looks good.
2nd down and 9, 4:30 to go. Bailey pitches the ball. Looks like the option pass. Oh, Tabor had his man.
Hey, you called it. You said he's setting something up. Are you calling plays for them?
Yeah. No, but I did watch Coach Carpenter turn around and smile like, let's see if it works. I seen him smile and say, let's see if it works.
And it would have worked.
Yeah, Tabor threw the ball well. So I don't know if the route was off a little bit or he just missed the throw, but good job and great blocking by the offensive line to give him time. Yeah, option pass. That'll keep a few defensive backs honest back there.
Well, that's a trick play. I mean, they're not just doing the boring offense here tonight. They're pulling some shots out there, so that was fun to see.
And it was close to being pulled off, too.
Exactly. That's the key.
Well, 3rd down. Ball still spotted at the 18-yard line. Wildcats looking to get in for a score to get this ball game evened up. They trail 7-0. We got a penalty, delay a game.
Well,
you got to keep it moving.
Well, you said it, drive killers, right?
Yep.
You had that momentum going. You do not want to go the other way. You see Coach Carpenter throwing his hands up. It's just that'll make you lose some sleep at night. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, there's I think with COVID, they're having the center keep the ball.
Yeah.
And with that errant pass that was way down there, they had to run and get it. So it took a little more time. So, this is the first game for the referees this year, too.
Oh, look at that pitch. Is that a live ball? Nope.
No, he pitched it with his left hand. That's a incomplete pass. Now, that was some, quick thinking by Caden Bailey, because he was going to get sacked, and he switched hands and flinged it out there with his right hand.
Well, these kids watch Patrick Mahomes. They know who he is, so we know what he can do, and you see some of that now. People get creative.
Well, and he had to there because he was about to get trampled. So here it is, 4th down, Wildcats again. They're in that zone where it doesn't make any sense to punt. And they got the wind to their back, but, 3 points is going to help them too much. That's a pretty long field goal for a sophomore.
And that shotgun.
First time in the shotgun for Caden Bailey. Obvious passing down. He's rolling out to his left a little bit, throws the ball into the end zone. There's 2 men. That was close. Good defense there. The Cats were there, and the Dragons were there, so it was a toss-up ball.
Looked like it was number 25. Logan
Marshall?
Logan Marshall. I don't know if he finished that route because it looked like he stopped a little bit short. But good ball, though.
Yeah,
he looked distance on it.
He looked like he turned to jump instead of running to the back of the end zone, so I don't know whether Caden was expecting him to run all the way out, but good blocking, had time to throw the ball. The ball was in the right vicinity, and hey, you want to give your receiver a chance to make a play there.
And that's a drive to build off of, really.
Absolutely. You made up a lot of ground on a couple penalties. So the Dragons take over, 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line. About 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Watch out there.
Big number 22, it looked like, coming this way. That's Caleb Jones.
We've called his name, and he's like their version
of number 30 for the Wildcats.
Jarrett.
Cameron Jarrett. Yep. First down.
Moving him in motion, too.
4 minutes to go here in the opening half.
First down.
Number 12 stays in as quarterback for the Dragons. 15 in motion and with the ball. Nice broken tackle there. He breaks one tackle. Gets about 6 yards on the play. Number 15.
Plays look very similar, but you're going to see that a lot on JV. You know, you can run plays like that back to back.
Nathan Ritz on the carry.
Getting some positive yards here. About 2nd and 4, or about 3rd and
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 here.
Wildcat defense being tested right here. Quarterback keeper, he pulled it in and he goes off the right side.
Oh boy.
He's got one man to beat. It's Tabor. Can Tabor get there? And he does. Maybe the smallest guy in the field, but he's got wheels and he
I got to tell you, though, that's a heck of a tackle.
He did a great job.
I mean, he went right for the legs there. Good tackle, but lots of speed from that QB. Good vision there. I mean, he was taking that all the way.
Connor McCartan on the quarterback keeper went over the right side, and he broke it for a big one, but he had help. They was cheating on that play, so they're bringing it back. That's another. Well, you can say the Wildcats haven't got their breaks this game.
It could easily be a score more up, you know, right now. That's a treat right there.
Yeah, so they would have had 1st and goal, and now they're going to be, see if they mark off the penalty.
Well,
let's see what they do here.
It looks like there's some confusion with the Chains team.
Well, and again, like I said, the referees this is their first game.
Yeah, there is a lot of confusion. Let's definitely give them some.
So it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10. So there was the penalty was at the spot of the foul, and it would have been a 1st down. So 1st down for the Dragons, coming off the left side. Same play going the opposite direction.
Good
Not this
job.
time.
Good job. Good pursuit. Let's look at 50,
number 72 was in there on that
58
stop.
as well.
Gavin Eldred. Hey, that's my old neighbor, Gavin. Nice job.
Hey, there you go. Owen Schul in there as well. Good job by the Wildcats.
2nd down and 8. Dragons with the ball. 2:50 to go before halftime. We're going to have a virtual band, which means no band. We're just going to sing for you.
Oh, you don't want that.
Okay, good. I don't want to do that either way. Pitch out to the side. Nice
good
grab
catch.
by number 4. And another good tackle right there. Number 7, Tabor. I told you he's a player.
That's a football player right there. Look at that. Played that perfectly. That's what you want out of your corner like that.
Donovan Blackwell with a nice catch using his hands, but Tabor wouldn't let him go. He did get 4 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
You have to stick him on those gloves there.
Yeah. Off the right side, that's number 15. This play worked well for them last time. We're going to get him a 1st down this time, but barely. Nice job by the defense to collapse on it, but it is a 1st down for the Dragons.
Bringing those players in motion like that, they've had a lot of success, especially on that right side.
Absolutely.
And just keep going back to it. And why wouldn't you, right?
Yep. You run it till they stop it.
Right.
That's one of the philosophies, right?
Now they're playing against the clock here, 2 minutes. So
inside the 2-minute mark, Lake Orion on the move. Connor back to throw. He's getting pressured by the Wildcats. Number 58. That's Owen Schill.
That's about the 5th time we've said his name, and I believe that's his 2nd sack today, too.
That's a big one because that's a 15-yard loss. And, Lake Orion was on the move. They were getting in position. Now, we saw the kicker kick a rather big extra point a while ago, so we know they could kick. So, great job by number 58, Schul.
Yeah, and we talked about penalties being a drive killer, but like that, if that pressure up there, I mean, that's a drive killer right there because they were moving. They had momentum. They were doing some good things, but it's that interior defense, and we've said their names time and time again. They got that size, and they're taking advantage of it.
Absolutely. And, this game, like most, football games on this blue turf here in Oxford, gets decided late in the game, 4th quarter. I will guarantee you this. I said it many times on the old broadcast. There will not be a team that's more well-conditioned than a Bud Raleigh Oxford team. And, again, Zach Line, he's all about preparation. He's all about preparation, and then he prepares some more. And by preparing, that means getting in shape. So these guys are going to be in great shape, and they're showing it. As those Lake Orion may be a little tired there from all the plays in the first half, defense stayed strong. 2nd and 25. Good pressure by number 56. Screen pass. Well set up.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, and the
turf monster.
The blue turf tackled him, no question. That was a well-designed play.
Is he hurt?
Well, it looked like he could have been hurt because he looked like he went to plant his knee and make a cut, and something happened there.
You know what? When you see that non-contact injury, you don't want to say, hey, what it could be, but you just hope it's nothing too serious because that was a heck of a play by that young man.
Yeah, and again, you hope the best for him because these are all sophomores and they have a bright future ahead of them. And coaching staff for Lake Orion is over there, and they look concerned. And we have 2 outstanding trainers here in Oxford, and they're headed over there as well, so they'll help out. But that was a well-designed play, well-executed play, and Lake Orion, it's just bad ending there for that young man.
Yeah, I had a chance to speak with Andrew and Alyssa a couple weeks ago. I had them on Behind the Fence. And,
I saw that.
You know, just great people, too.
Yeah.
They care about these kids, and, you know, you don't care if it's an opponent or not. You just don't want to see anything like that happen. So you hope the best for him. Hopefully it's just, you know, a rolled ankle or something like that where he can keep playing. But because that was a heads-up play.
Yeah.
That little dump pass like that, you set a screen. And a screen like that, if you don't play it right, it can really hurt you.
Well, and you don't see it often in high school. But that was, again, it was put in. They obviously felt good about it, and that was a huge gainer. Got the first down, put him in great position with 1:18 to go here in the half. But let's just hope that young man's okay. I don't like the way they're moving. So we're going to go to a commercial. We do this all in this new fancy equipment, so we'll be right back. Well, after a short break there, we had a young man get hurt on the sidelines. We wish him all the best. It looked like it was Darren Eden, number 5. After about a 50-yard gain on a screen pass, he got hit on the sideline. We're not going to guess as to what his injury is. It's severe. As you can see, the ambulances here taking him out. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Handoff going off the right side. Looked like number 20 on the carry. Might have been number 22. No, it was number 20. That's their guy. That was Jacob McCoy.
Look at that
got
clock,
about 7-yard gain and 1 minute to go here in the first half. The Dragons are on top 7-0. Wildcats had a nice offensive possession their last time out, but came up short. Nice stick right there by the defense.
Big 78
Number
again.
78. I believe that's Gavin. Nope, that's Clayton.
Yeah.
McMullen.
Been a couple guys there that we've mentioned all night here getting that pressure, but you've seen these guys warming up. As we mentioned, it's gotten a little bit chillier out here.
Yeah, the wind's out there, and this is like ideal fall football weather, no question. It's a little colder than it really is because of the breeze, but even that's kind of settled down now that we got the door shut.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4. The Dragons are certainly in that 4-down territory, but they do have an extremely good kicker, so we'll see what they decide to do if the Wildcats can hold them here.
And they do got a couple timeouts to go here, so got some options.
Again, it's 3rd down and 4. Dragons with the ball in the lead. Number 12, Connor, I think we're saying it right, McCartan is taking at the helm. He's rolling to his right after a fake. He's looking for the end zone. He pitches a wide open receiver.
Wow.
Busted coverage out there for sure. And just as the ambulances pull away, the Dragons score a touchdown for their hurt companion.
Now that's number 11, Francisco Poundsy, and I tell you what, he was all by himself out there.
Yeah, somebody, when he started rolling, it looked like one of the DBs came up to support the run and left his man open. But it's hard to cover somebody after 3 or 4 seconds. There's no doubt about that. But certainly a defensive back left his coverage, and they'll pick that up in the film room. Snap's good, down, and a great kick.
He's got a leg.
That makes you wonder who's kicking
right.
on varsity.
Yeah, I tell you what, you got to hand it to Lake Orion, because after that injury, and we had a 20-minute waiting period here of seeing what was going on. We don't know the severity of the injury, but to score in about 3 plays like that and pick up where you left off, it takes a lot.
And you know, they're gonna battle hard for their down teammate.
Yep.
No question. You know, that's an emotional boost, unfortunately. But you know, the good news is they're taking their time leaving. They're not sirens on. So with today's medicine, the way they do things today, we watched one of the Mirror boys go off here a year or so ago, and you know, he was back on the field the next year. So I'm sure that young man, and they're sophomore. So
wish the very best to Mr. Eaton there, the young man.
38 seconds to go before the half. The Wildcats are going to get the ball. We'll see if they open up the offense and try to score before the half. They do trail 14-0. Our freshmen scored a victory earlier today. We got a flag in the play, offsides on the kick. You don't see it very often, but that's what it looked like to me.
Well, and as we said many times, Oxford dodged a lot of bullets this half. They really did. It could have been 21-28 nothing. They've had a lot of bullets they dodged, and it's unfortunate they're down by a couple scores, but it could have been worse.
Dave, you're right. There's no doubt about that. And you know, like I said, it's a 4-quarter game, so they make a couple adjustments. Coach Carpenter and the gang make a couple adjustments for the second half, and defense gets a little stout. And we were close to breaking a couple of plays. I mean, there's no question. Cameron Jarrett is the real deal, and he was out there running hard and just missed a couple of plays. And for that matter, number 7, Elijah Tabor. He's got the speed and the quickness.
Yeah.
He can break one at any time. So let's see how this next 38 seconds go, and then we'll get ready for a great second half. Thanks again to OCTV for giving us the opportunity to bring you this game. I have renegotiated my contract, and I did get a raise. I got double what I got paid last year, so I'm pretty pumped up about that.
Oh, here we go.
See what I'm talking about? There's one of those plays. That's Jared's taking it up the right side. Jared, the inside to 20. There we go. Number 20, Cameron Jared takes the ball over the right side, inside the 20, and puts the Wildcats in business.
Just like that, huh?
Well, that's all it takes. No flags on the play, which is a good thing. You got 27 seconds. You got all 3 of your timeouts. That 27 seconds is a lot of time. So let's see if Caden Bailey, a chance for him to use his arm here.
They got all their timeouts as well, so you want to make sure you use those. The clock's still winding down there.
Yeah, I don't know why they started it.
That should have. They got to catch that.
Well, they need to hustle.
Well,
get out of bounds.
They had about 15 seconds taken off there.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that clock started so quickly. They had 27 seconds, so that one play took 20 seconds. It doesn't seem right, but it is what it is. They'll catch it on the replay. So here's what I'm thinking. We nearly scored a touchdown with the option pass from the halfback, and we caught Lake Orion a little bit off guard. Maybe we go right back to that here.
A little bit of trickery?
A little trickeration. Yes, sir.
Sounds good. I mean, they had him beat. It was just a little bit off on that pass, or I don't know if it was the wrong route that was ran, because he had some good zip on the ball. What is it, number 7? Help me out there.
Elijah Tabor.
Yeah, the gamer. And he had some zip on the ball, but if they pull that play off,
well, we'll see what happens. They get one play here, 7 seconds. They're not going to get more. They're not going to get 2.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Carpenter. He doesn't seem too happy about that clock situation.
Well, again, the referees, when they wind their arm, the clock operator up here flips that switch and it runs. So maybe he had to use the timeout. And again, Coach Carpenter, this is his first JV game. Right? So All right, going off to the left side.
Good block.
He's got his left arm, throws the ball out the end. He's open, and it looks like a touchdown, Wildcats! What a throw by number 6, Caden Bailey, to the back of the end zone.
No time left on the clock. They drew that one out perfectly in the way that he eluded that pressure. Beautiful pass.
And he just floated it out there, and I didn't catch the number. I think it was number 11 that caught that ball. He just did a Jacob Olheiser. What a great catch. What a great throw. Now, with 38 seconds to go, we were saying let's go to halftime down 14-0 and come back.
That, right?
Now the momentum is switched. So Wildcats with a touchdown with no time left on the clock. They're going to go for 2.
Yeah.
Off the right side, Tabor bouncing around like a pinball in there.
No room.
No room. The 2-point conversion is no good. So we go to the half with the Dragons up 14-6, but the Wildcats with the momentum. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
I wondered if you're going to make it back.
It was hard. And then the head of the boosters, she wanted my opinion on a couple of different things that they're doing now.
And you're looking at the clock. You're seeing. Thank God they put 3 minutes back on.
I decided to get in shape this year, but round was the shape I picked. So jogging doesn't help that.
You can record again.
10 seconds.
How much time we got?
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Well, Dave, as we get ready to start the second half, the Wildcats ended in a flurry.
Wow.
Great run back by Cameron Jarrett, and then we punched it in the end zone. So great pass by Bailey, hit number 11, Jacob Olheiser, and really changed the complexion of this game.
We sold them a bit short, didn't we? We were closing out the half, and on that return, nice return. It just took a couple plays, right? And just like that, cut that lead in half almost, and we got a ball game.
Yeah, and you know what? That defense, they'll get fired up here in the second half, and you never know what's going to happen. That's why you play all 4 quarters, and sports are just ebb and flow of different emotions and momentum, and we'll see how it goes. The Wildcats kick the ball off, comes up a little bit short. Back there, number 18, it looks like, runs the ball out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, number 18, that's Cole Dilberti. So some nice speed on the left side, but I like the idea there. Not quite a squib kick, but
well, it's funny you say that. Last year, I know you weren't here, but last year they kicked every kick was just a low line drive kick, and it was kind of interesting. It made things a little bit difficult for the opponent.
That's pretty effective, though, if you can execute that correctly.
First and 10 Dragons at the 35-yard line. Snaps good, running over the right side, quarterback keeper, and about a 3-yard gain. Nice recognition there by the defensive lineman. And trying to catch his number.
Starting to see some
number 30. Wow, you haven't called that number hardly at all today. Cameron Jarrett. He must be a new kid. He's made a great tackle there from his linebacker position.
A little bit of RPO action there, huh?
Yeah. 4-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 6. Just starting the third quarter. In motion is number 22. He gets the handoff going over the left side.
Quick.
Gets the corner and gets the first down. He's run out of bounds about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
Yeah, we've said that name a few times today, Caleb Jones. He's just really, really quick from sideline to sideline, and he made that happen on his own there.
Well, and when you keep in perspective that these guys are all sophomores and you see them excelling that well already,
yeah.
You know, the future is bright for that young man for 2 years from now.
Oh, yeah. It looks promising for sure on both sides.
Yep. 1st and 10, Dragons. Ball at the 46-yard line. Connor McCartan in the shotgun at the 40.
Showing the blitz there.
Well, it looks like there's a false start. The Dragons just didn't have it working right there.
Well, I don't know if they were actually going to blitz, but they were starting to show the blitz there a little bit, and I think they got the line moving. And you got to do that a bit, but it worked that time.
I think the center remembered he had homework and he didn't get it done, so he got lost.
Forgot he was in a football game, huh?
It's going to be 1st down and 15. Ball's now at the 41-yard line of the Dragons. Again, Connor McCartan in the backfield takes the snap. Rolling over to his right side. He's going to keep it again. He gets the end, but that's a nice tackle right there. What number is that?
Looks like number 30.
Who is that? Yeah, that's that Cameron Jarrett again. Nice tackle. He got the stiff arm on him, and but Jarrett fought it off, so it made a great tackle. He did get 5 yards on the play, though, bring up 2nd down and 10.
The way to use your athletes, right, on both sides of the ball when you got them.
Well, nice read by number 32.
Yep.
Cameron got up there, and he saw the play, recognized it, and made a good tackle.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Good pressure by the Wildcats.
Ooh.
Tabor back on the coverage, had good coverage, but there was good pressure up the middle by the Wildcats, forced number 12, Connor McCartan, to throw the ball just a little bit early, so that pressure breaks up the timing.
You mentioned it, Tabor, too, in great coverage. That was going to have to be perfectly executed, and when you get that pressure, you just don't have enough time to.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 9. 14-6 score in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats on the short end right now. Snap, good. Rolling to his left, pulls up, throws. Tabor steps in front. That's number 7, Tabor, bringing it up the middle. Tabor has shown good speed and quickness. Tabor pushing hard. Number 7.
Did he hear us talking about him or what?
We nicknamed him the Gamer for sure. Elijah Tabor with the interception. You know, the quarterback just telegraphed that pass all the way. And if you watch the replay, Tabor sat back, and I think he baited him into throwing him. He looked wide open, but then when the ball was thrown, Tabor broke on the ball. It was an easy interception and a fantastic run back, too.
Yeah, and you can't stare your receivers down like that. Those defensive backs, those are smart guys back there. And Tabor,
not at any level can you do that.
Exactly.
Right. So Wildcats make a defensive stand with 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Get the ball on the Dragon.
That's a big break. That could be a game changer right there.
38-yard line. Cameron Jarrett in the backfield. Caden Bailey.
No room.
It was Jarrett on the carry.
Number 16 on that tackle there. That's Evan Rawlings. He was right there.
No gain on the play, so Wildcats got to get a little helmet-to-helmet on that offensive line.
And Jarrett not easy to bring down, so give Rawlings credit there. But he met him right at the hole there and took him down.
Well, we mentioned it early in the contest, too, that the Wildcats aren't going to show the Dragons much. They don't want to give away anything for tomorrow, so they're playing pretty vanilla, as we like to say.
Besides the halfback pass, right?
Yeah. Handoff over the left side. Straight ahead run. He's going to get about 3 yards, maybe just 2.
Yeah, that pursuit there on that D-line, they were right in QB's face. Bailey's did not have a lot of room, handed it off to Jarrett. And Jarrett's had to make a lot of misses. He had to make a lot of these yards himself because that first drive he had some room, but it's closed. Those holes have been closing really quickly.
Well, the coaching staff at Lake Orion is a very veteran staff.
Yep.
They're a very high-quality program. They're perennial state champions pretty much year in and year out. So, they know what they're doing. So they've made some adjustments, no question about that. But, as we said earlier, sometimes you set the next play up, and maybe that's what the Wildcats are doing here. So back to throw, pump to Jared. Jared drops the pass.
Yeah,
he didn't have much there anyway. He was looking to run without the ball.
Well, you may hear footsteps. You may run without the ball. You take your head off it, but that's a tough play to make.
Yeah, and again, there was quite a bit of traffic in front of him. So, but what you'd like to get is 5 or 6 of the 9 yards back so that the 4th down play is a little bit more manageable. Here we are, 4th and 9. The Wildcats are going to go for it here. Clock is stopped with 8:29 to go. Big play after the Tabor interception. See what the Wildcats pull off here. Back to throw. Connor.
No room.
A little bit behind his receiver.
Yeah, that was
good throw. Number 44 was the intended receiver, looked like. I don't see a 44 on the program.
Like Joseph Bruno could have had a pick there. I don't think he expected that, just like us. So,
well, 44 was Drake. I don't know if that's Brady Drake or not. It's 44 here. 40.
Looks like Brady,
38 there.
Brady. Maybe just numbers not matching up there. Well, that could have been from earlier. I don't know if they changed numbers there.
Who knows?
But must be Brady. Either way.
The ball was that was over. It was a well-thrown ball, a little bit behind him. Good defense by the Dragons.
And again, you had some positive plays, so you build off that.
And again, the defense stood strong that last drive, so let's see if they can do it again. 14-6, 7:45 to go. Third quarter.
Stop.
Nice job there. That number 30 again.
Number 20.
The patience there, too.
Cameron Jarrett on the tackle. Yeah, patience on number 20 running the ball, no question.
Just waiting for his hole, just following his blockers, and that's tough for those fast guys like that because you see a hole you want to go, but Jarrett all over the field, huh? On both sides. To be young.
You'll feel it tomorrow for sure.
Right.
McCoy again straight ahead. McCoy on the 2 carries gets about 8 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Clayton McMullen again involved on that tackle.
Number 78 has been a stud on that defensive line.
And that's what you want out of that nose tackle. Slow that run game down. He's done a great job tonight.
3rd down and 2. So nice job.
Great
penetration by the entire defensive line by the Wildcats.
They've gotten better as this game has gone on.
Number 73, number 78 getting up from the bottom of that pile. That's Curtis and McMullen again. So it's 4th down and 2. The Dragons, again, having a lot of confidence not only in their offense to try to get this too, but if they don't get it, their defense to hold them. Now, they pull them off sides is what they may be trying to do. It worked last time. The Dragons got better. Or the Wildcats holding their ground. They snap the ball, straight ahead running, and I don't think he's going to get it.
Got him.
I don't think he's going to get it. That's a great job. That was McCoy again. Looks like number 18 in on the tackle.
McMullen was in there as well, too.
Ethan O'Dowd in on the tackle. McMullen in on the tackle. That's a great defensive stand by this young.
They didn't allow him to go anywhere. So just kind of going right back to where they left off here. Let's see if they can build on that momentum here on offense. Wow, nice play.
Well, I think this is a drive. I think this is the play that they're going to pull some of the stops out. I don't think they're going to run it straight ahead, pound the rock style here. So let's see what happens. You got is that Tabor in the backfield with a fullback. Tabor, handoff right side. Staying behind his blinders. Tabor looking for the end zone. Tabor's got one man to beat and takes him to a woodshed.
Wow.
Into the end zone. Number 7, Tabor Elijah Tabor, number 7, took it to the end zone. I said to his dad, we named him a gamer, and he said, boy, I wish you'd let him get outside. And look what happened. He got it outside, and into the end zone he goes.
He came to a complete stop. He waited for that hole to open up.
That wasn't a stop. If you noticed, he was hiding behind his lineman. The Lake Orion team couldn't find him, and then he busted it out to the outside.
I mean, the smarts on that kid.
Yeah, great vision.
Wow.
Outstanding vision. Nice job by number 7. Interception a little while ago and a big run right there, because that was about a 45-yard run.
What a touchdown. 1-2 punch they got with Jarrett and Tabor. I mean, you got the little guy. Yeah. You got Jarrett, the ground and pound. I mean, you got a lot of weapons here.
Yep. And Elijah's got an older brother on the varsity team and another older brother at Eastern Michigan, too. So he comes from, like I said, a very athletic family of boys.
We could tie this thing up right here.
You sure could. So a little confusion here. Taking it to the left hash. Wildcats going for the tie ball game here. 14-12 with 5:16 to go. Pitch, right side.
Oh, look at that power, though.
Jared's working hard, running hard. It's going to be brought short, though. That was a good pitch and good hard running by Cameron Jared, but it stopped short of the extra point.
Wow.
So, but the Wildcats, 2 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns. The way I see it, it's 2-2.
I mean, that's the way to get things going, and they took advantage of the opportunity that was given by their defensive line right there.
Absolutely.
Good field position.
Great field position, and of course that would have went, if he would have run that, he could have run that for 90 yards.
Oh, he would have.
Because once he beat that last guy, nobody was going to catch him.
Yeah, he looked like a track star out there.
Well, I'm not so certain he's not.
Right.
But like I said, his older brother played some meaningful downs here, and he's got another one that's on the varsity squad now. So, like I said, a great family, great Oxford family, and look forward to watching them for the next few years. The Wildcats kick it off. Low line drive kick. Taking it to 25, going off the left side is net number 18.
Watch out.
Bounced out. Still running hard, but stopped at the 43-yard line was number 18.
Number 18, Cole.
And let's see if we can find number 18. That's Cole. I'm not even going to try his last name.
It's Diliberti.
There you go, Diliberti. So with 5 minutes to go, it's been a very entertaining ball game. It's the defense this second half has played very strong, and hats off to the coaching staff for making the adjustments.
Well, you got Tabor getting a pick, a touchdown. It's been a heck of a game for him.
Yeah.
And we still got a lot of time left.
We do. And let's remember, he had good coverage on a pass play, too.
Right.
So back another pass. Wide open. Nice tackle by number 11.
Yeah, that was a breakdown.
Jacob Olheiser. If Olheiser doesn't make that tackle, that's 7.
A little bit of confusion there, breakdown in coverage. Not sure who missed that there.
Yeah, that could have been, a linebacker that should have been running with him. It could have been a
it looks
DB.
like it was.
Yeah.
For 56 out there, not too happy.
So here we go, 4:37 to go. First down for the Dragons. I think the Dragons are a little ticked off now. Yeah. So they're opening up their playbook a little bit. Number 12's done a nice job back there, Connor McCartan.
In motion.
A lot of misdirection there. Number 20 with the carry. Not much there. Good job with the defense there. But number 20, Jacob McCoy, not much running room, 1-yard gains. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. I'm really kind of impressed with the changes that the defense has made here in the second half.
On the fly.
Lake Orion has not really had much of an offense. Couple bigger plays, but they have not been able to grind it out. Straight ahead running with a bull. That's number 24. Wow. Tough running by number 24. He just subbed in,
too.
Yeah, that's that Patterson that scored earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough runner.
Yep. He just bowled over one of the Wildcats. I didn't see what number it was, and they're probably glad I didn't.
Right. And just like that, they're making this is a good drive. This is a quick drive, too.
Yeah. Owen Schill on the tackle there saved a touchdown. First down and 10 for the Dragons. In motion. Handoff to number Patterson again.
He is running hard and just upright.
Well, I tell you, the future looks bright for the Dragon backfield. They've got a couple of kids that can really get her done running the ball here at a sophomore level. Another first down. So they have marched right down the field after Tabor's score.
Yeah, the up-tempo offense, too. They're not wasting any time.
Yeah, I don't think they like that turnover too much. First and 10, ball spotted at the 5-yard line. Oh, turf monster. Nice job by the defense.
Job. He's not going down easy. About 4 guys there.
It took 4 Wildcats to bring him down.
It's like the number 56 here.
Logan Wilmot.
Yeah. Big play there. Now, do you wonder if getting tired for some of these players with this up-tempo offense when they haven't been able to play a lot, does that become a factor?
Without question, it does, and that's what I said earlier about Oxford football being the most well-conditioned football teams that I've ever seen. So that'll bode well here in the fourth quarter. Second down, going back to pass. Hit him in the face mask.
Oh, he's going to be thinking about that all night.
Yeah, and he's not going to want to see that one in the film room. But, boy, number 26, I believe it was, for the Wildcats, had a bead. That's Zachary Campanellis. He had one more second, and the quarterback would have been toast.
And that impacted the play for sure, but
no
you got to
question.
catch that ball.
Yeah, he was wide open. Third down and 10, 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats trail by 2. Snap is good. Back to throw, wide open. And it looks like one of the Wildcats fell on the play.
Joseph Bruno on that touchdown, but just wide open.
Yeah, I think the number 11 for the Wildcats fell on the play, and he's had a pretty good game in and of itself, but Turf Monster got him there.
You were right there, a little angry, huh? They moved up that field in a hurry.
They picked up the tempo of that offense, and they brought in big number 24, and James Patterson just ran over a few Wildcats. So with the conversion, the score will be 21-12.
This kid's got a good leg.
Yeah, he does. Kick is up and good.
Wow. That was good from long distance there.
Yeah.
Well, back and forth, huh?
What the defense giveth, they that drive, Lake Orion got the better of them, but on the 3 drives that Lake Orion's had, the Dragons couldn't move the ball the first 2, but they really did a good job there. So we have to make some more adjustments on the defensive side. The offense has, we had a couple good drives early, but we've been relying on the big play, and that's tough. You need to be able to do ball control, and we're going to have to see what we can do here in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, it's going to be coming down if we can slow down that run offense of Lake Orion, because that 1-2 punch, it's been lethal.
Well, if we're running it on offense, they can't. So our best defense might be a good
Clock
ball control
offense.
Well, Cameron Jarrett's had another nice return earlier. I'm sure Lake Orion knows that, and they're going to try to kick it away from him. But I think we got a couple of speedsters back there.
How about a house call?
There we go. Let's see if Tabor can capitalize on this third quarter that he's had. He sure looks like he's going to try. Tabor up the middle. Tabor 1 man away from breaking another one. Nice return, ball out to the 45-yard line.
Now, joystick is what I think of.
Yeah.
He's a human joystick out there, because the way that he moves, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Right. Well, and you got to have great vision to do that, right? So he sees where there's a hole, and he tries to attack it, and he's got the speed to do that.
Yeah, that's gamer.
And as he puts on a little more bulk, he can be a little bit stronger, more durable runner, because a guy that size, as tough as he is,
Yeah.
he can't, you get that big number 73 in the middle of Lake Orion there. He's probably close to 300 pounds.
Yep.
He whacks you a couple times. That'll take the wind out of you. Wildcats off the left side, cut back. Ooh. Nice hard running. That's Cameron Jarrett. He's got to be close to 20, 25 carries by now, and I'm guessing he's close to 100 yards.
Yeah, if you don't square up on him, he will put a beating on you. Just lowers that shoulder, and he is not afraid of contact.
No. Clock's running, 1:20 to go, 21-12. Dragons over the Wildcats here in the third quarter.
Taking their time here.
Oxford Community TV bringing you the broadcast of the Wildcats. Second down and 6. Over the left side. He's got room. He's got the outside. Stiff arms.
Wow.
Ball all the way down into the 35-yard line. Get a couple guys yelling for the horse collar tackle, but no, that was a good tackle. But a first down for the Wildcats. First time Jared's got to the outside today.
He's just got a lot of power, but he's also got that sneaky speed.
Yeah, he's a bigger kid, so he doesn't look like he's fast, but he's moving pretty good. Going over to see the trainers and get some water now.
See if they can get that pass game going.
Well, if he's the Thunder, number 7, who's in the backfield now, would be the Lightning.
Right.
Because he's quick as lightning for sure. So let's see what we got here. First and 10. 53 seconds to go. Pitch out to the Tabor. Tabor's bottled in, but he cuts back. Tabor could have been a loss of 4 yards, but he got back to the line of scrimmage all on his own. He saw nothing but green and white when he turned the corner over there, cut it back, and got back to the line of scrimmage. Good job.
Well, you mentioned it a couple times, his elusiveness, but his vision.
Yeah.
His vision is top notch. The way that he goes in and out of traffic like that.
Absolutely.
Some positive plays. Let's keep this offense moving.
Well, you know what? You got back to the line of scrimmage, didn't lose 4 yards, so that's pretty positive for sure, because that play was not very well blocked.
Yep.
Second down and 10. Tabor Soul in the backfield. Fake handoff to the right. Roll out. Pitch. He's open. First down. Getting more. Nice job by the Wildcats. Great pitch. Number 44 on the catch. That's Drake.
The way to make a good pass game, get it going, is get your run game going, and that's exactly what happened there.
That's exactly right. So we got Bailey, who's rolling out to his left, throwing that way. He hit Drake in stride. That was a great play for a first down. So there's a time. Oh, that's the end of the third quarter. So
flew by.
Yeah, it really did. There's a lot of excitement in that third quarter, and Wildcats kind of got the offense moving.
Yeah, and if they're going to come back and take this one tonight, they're going to have to keep that moving, right? I think it's going to be key to get that pass game going as well. I mean, you got to respect this run game. You got the Thunder and Lightning, and because of that, it opens it up with that play action. I love that. Bailey's been strong. He's gotten better as this game's gone on, but like I said before, you have to be able to get some stops on defense too.
Yeah, and like I said, the defense did, other than the one drive, did a great job in the third quarter. So, we talked about the conditioning. This is where it'll pay off. This is where all the sprints all summer long, up and down the bleachers, doing all the crazy things that they do to get into shape. And you look at the Wildcats, they're out there jumping around.
They don't look tired, huh?
They do not look tired. They look like we own this fourth quarter.
I think we're more tired than them, personally.
Well,
but,
I got here more tired than them.
There you go.
Yeah. So here it is, first down for the Wildcats. Ball spotted on the 22-yard line. First and 10. Lightning is still in the game, number 7. Elijah Tabor. Number 6, Caden Bailey, still calling the signals. Hands off to Tabor. Tabor right up the center.
No room.
No room. No blocking. And the Lake Orion guy got a shirt. And
now, they've been having some problems holding off that interior defense in the third quarter for sure. And, yeah, there was a few plays that we broke, but it was Tabor's elusiveness and speed. So Got to get that blocking going up front if you're going to move this ball.
Well, I remember a coach that was pretty good. His name was Bo Schembechler.
Pretty good, right?
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
He always said you make the most improvement from game 1 to game 2.
That's it.
So now they get a little game experience. They know what they got to work on.
There we go.
That's Jared. Jared up the middle and nearly broke it. Looks like he might have the first down. He does. Cameron Jarrett nearly scored on that play.
Making you look smart again.
Yeah. Well, they brought in Thunder.
Yeah, that change of pace, that's a dangerous weapon to have.
Yeah, it is.
And Bailey's really played well. I think he's read the plays well. I mean, they've rolled him out a few times. It's beautiful to see a lefty passer anyways.
Yeah.
But
Well, and that just, you don't see a lot of it.
Right.
And so it does cause the defense a little confusion at times, and it makes it hard for them to make the adjustment. But we got the big boy backfield, as I like to say, all 3 guys back there. Wildcats off the right side, running power. Gets the ball down close to the 5-yard line. This is a mano-a-mano football. You're down inside the 10. You say, we're coming right down your throat with it. So if you can stop us, good luck.
Well, you put like you said, you put your 2 big guys in front of them to pave the way and say, stop me. And if you can, hats off to you. But I like my odds with that guy in the backfield.
Yeah. And again, as they get bigger and stronger and in a more well-oiled unit, those plays will look better and better all the time.
Well,
second down and goal to go.
There we go.
Ball on the 6. Crucial that the...
there you go.
Oh, Bailey with
Walk
the keeper.
Oh, wow, so quick.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Number
16, he closed on that play. That's Evan Rawlings, and we've called his name a couple times. That hole closed so quickly.
Yeah, Bailey was out there. He had room, but the speed of number 16 was impressive right there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether Bailey was running at full speed or he was looking for someone to pass the ball to. Sure looked like he was going to run it all the way, but number 16 did a real nice job right there. So it brings up a 3rd and goal. Ball on the 5. 9:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is ball game time.
You punch it in here or what?
Yeah, well, this is 2-down territory for sure. So I'm looking for Bailey to roll out here. That's been an effective play for them. Handoff, right side, nothing there.
No room.
Well, and again, these are the plays. You got to make the blocks. You got to. In Lake Orion's brought in a couple of big fellas there on the offensive line. So
even if you turn it over here, you back them in their own end zone.
Yeah.
So you're in a good spot. Obviously, you want to score, but...
Well, and again, do you take 3 points here and give yourself a chance, stop the defense, and then score? But they obviously may not have a kicker. Then that's not uncommon at this level.
Right.
So here we go. We got a score here. There's no first down available. So it's ball on the 5. Caden pitches.
There he goes.
Halfback option. Intercepted.
Boy.
And he runs out of bounds at the same spot.
He almost should have downed it in there.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, if he'd have downed it, he got it out to 20, 25, but he ran it out of there, gets it at the 6.
Man.
He bats it down, they're going to get it at the 6.
He had him a little bit on that pass, but I mean...
Short through it, needed to get it over that DB's head. The receiver was there and had some separation.
It is your tailback, though. That's not your quarterback. Yep. So, I mean, and I do love the call. I love the call, and you're going to have time. Like you said, you build on these things. You build on these things. You get better as time goes on. And
well, you might shelf that play now for a couple of games because if anybody's here scouting, and I don't think they scout the JV games, but you might shelf that a little bit so that you can go to it down the road a little ways. But you know, this is Lake Orion's a good program, so this is not. This is supposed to be a tough game.
Got him backed in here.
Ball on the 6-yard line. The Dragons, after the interception, take the ball 1st and 10. 7:30 to go. Clock's running. Handoff, left side. Good tackle by the Wildcats. Number 65, Ryan Bauer on the hit, and Odell.
Is that a gain?
Clock still running.
4?
7:10 to go. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Yep. 2nd down and 6. Boy, defense really needs to step up here, Dave.
Big time. Big key plays here if they want to come back and take this.
Good snap. You're going to run the ball over the right side. He had a big hole, but he cuts it outside. He did get the 1st down.
Yeah, just too much room out there, really. Yeah. I mean, he's a quick back. He's an elusive back, but just way too much room.
Well, and you also see that what Lake Orion's doing on offense that we couldn't get done is they're blocking.
Yep.
And so there's room to run. Yep.
I think we match up very, very good with them in terms of running backs, but you got to block. You got to block for your guys, make it easier.
21-12, 6:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats on defense looking to stop the Dragons. Dragons moving the ball. Number 20 going to the outside. Going to get about 10 yards on that play.
And that's a difference of a loss of yards, a couple yards there. He's quick, but when you get that penetration, you got to make that tackle.
That's Jacob McCoy. They've had him bottled up a couple times now. They got him out of bounds. He's short of the 1st down, so it's 2nd down and 3.
And they're taking that clock down, too, by moving the chains.
That's why you're going to see Lake Orion just run it down their throat and say, stop me if you can, because they want that clock to run.
Yep.
Remember, they're up 9, so the Wildcats have to score twice.
It's a big hill to climb, right? And what crazier things have happened, but when you're moving the chains like that, you don't even give yourself an opportunity.
Bauer did a nice job there tackling. Stops him.
3rd and 1 here.
Here's 3rd and 1. Here's a big play in the game.
Now, they don't go for it here, obviously.
Well, third down, they're definitely going to pound the ball straight ahead. But what happens if you stop them here?
That's what I'm saying. That's a tough decision right there.
That's why those JV coaches make the big bucks.
Right.
Straight ahead running.
And we don't even have to ask
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean,
that was McCoy again over the right side, and he had all the room in the world to get that 1 yard.
And how much room has he had all night?
Yeah.
He really has. And that's credit to those big guys up front paving the way, but that's just too much room.
Clock still running, 5:30 to go.
Now, is that due to over-penetration because they've gotten to the quarterback?
Well, I think the plays are different. I think that I don't know if they're zone blocking or straight-ahead blocking, but the defensive line hasn't been able to get free. And other than a few plays that number 30, Cameron Jared's made on the linebacker side, okay, they're going over straight ahead there.
That's a design run there, and it's too easy right there, right up the middle.
Yeah, that was McCartan. We got a timeout. We're going to get the kids over here and let the coaches talk to that defense a little bit. Try to give them a breather.
Yeah. Now, do you think it's a factor also that we know they're conditioned well, but they are wearing those gaiters, right?
Sure.
And this is part of what they have to do to play the game. You have to follow the state mandate.
Well, and I don't have my binoculars to tell, but I'm assuming they're wearing those face masks.
We're assuming they are, right?
Right. So,
we're going to say
that's a good point on your part. Whether they're getting enough oxygen or not,
right?
It's
another adjustment to make, right?
But I would think that the coaches have had them practicing with them on the entire time. So we'll see how that plays out, and we'll have to talk to them after the game and see if it was a difference maker. But Lake Orion's got to wear them too.
Yep, so, that's it. That's a good point. That's a good point.
The long and short of it is Lake Orion's blocking, and we're not getting off the blocks well enough. So once we start doing that, and again, this is a very good program you're playing. So, and it's not like we're getting blown out. We're hanging with them very well.
They're playing well. 4:57 on that clock.
A little misdirection play there. So there's good running right there by number 24. He's been that brute runner. He's done it a couple of times, if that's Patterson, if I remember right. And he's just been a tough runner and a hard out.
I mean, we talked. Oh, he looks like he came up a little bit
little gingerly
on that foot. Yep. Oh, you hate to see that.
Yeah. And that looks like an ankle or a foot for sure.
Yep. I mean, he's putting pressure on it, but it's cold out here. You know, I mean, he's been running hard all game.
Yep. Well,
just ice it up, huh?
They'll ice him up and get him ready for the next game.
Now we're moving this back.
Must have been a penalty. I didn't see it.
Hold.
Well, that's another big break for the Wildcats because that's going to make it a second down and about 14. Now, here's one thing that I will love to compliment the coaching staff on. I don't recall too many penalties on the Wildcats.
No.
Very few.
No.
That's awesome.
No, I mean, and like you said, you don't want to beat yourself, and they haven't done that. I mean, there's these are fixable errors they're making.
Right. Well, and it just could be that the guy on the other side's a little stronger and a little better.
That's it.
So sometimes.
Oh boy.
There's a good tackle by number 30.
Wow, is
Cameron
he a player?
Jarrett.
He is a player, isn't he?
I mean, you see some really nice stuff here. You got number 6 who is doing a fine job at the quarterback. You got number 7, Tabor. Had an outstanding game. 30's had an outstanding game. McMullen's had an outstanding game. We've called Bauer's name a few times. So there's a lot to like of what we've seen so far.
And you never know if you're going to get called up or what could happen, right, in a shortened season. We don't know what that's going to look like.
Right. So. Snap is good. Back to throw the ball. Is McClutchin.
Wow.
He's open.
Wow.
And hit him in stride. Nice job by Tabor again, saving a touchdown.
That was a bomb.
That was a very nice throw. 10, 20, 35 yards, 30 yards in the air.
You don't see that a lot in JV football, but that receiver was open for days. He was waiting for the ball.
Yeah, that was Pouncey on the reception, and he made the original tackler miss, but then Tabor got him.
Yeah, that's just a breakdown in coverage there, unfortunately. After a big penalty, you just hate to give those yards back.
Yeah, good job by the Lake Orion offense to stay calm and get it all back like we did on the one drive.
And now you're playing against two people here, the clock and Lake Orion.
3:10 to go here in the contest. We got a false start on Lake Orion. The clock has stopped with 3:13. Wildcats need 2 scores, but they need the defense to stop them right here. Remember now, Lake Orion took this ball, started at the 6-yard line, and they've marched it down the field. They've had a couple of penalties, and but they've overcome them. So one big pass play, but everything else has been grinded out on the ground kind of stuff. So defense has to get tough right here. This is where you got to just play and get tough. Snap's good. McCoy running straight ahead.
He just runs hard.
Yep, that's about 4 yards. Nice job there. Clock running inside the 3-minute mark, down to 2:40.
And not beating them up because they played a good game. But when you give up 5 yards like that on first down every time,
absolutely.
I mean, it's just you can't win that way. And they know that, and
they'll make the adjustments, and take a while for the coaches to get all these. Remember, it's a whole new coaching staff. Some of these coaches know these kids from junior Wildcats and others, but it's going to take them a while to get players in the right position.
Not in a hurry to hike that ball either.
Nope. 2:09 to go. Snap is good. McCoy off to the right side. McCoy turns the corner, but gets leveled.
Big hit. Number 30 again. Wow. He just muscled him down.
Yeah, Cameron Jarrett's probably got a dozen tackles already to go with his
100 yards, you want to say?
We'll give him 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Just had an outstanding game. So clock is running at 1:44. So the Wildcats may have to start using their timeouts if they want the ball back.
Yeah, you really got to start thinking about that with this clock just dwindling down.
Yeah, and they may just be content with doing a defensive hold here and letting the clock run itself. There's a nice play there.
Look who it is again, huh?
Yeah, no surprise, right?
Jarrett's been just a stud on both sides.
And he looks fresh. He doesn't look that tired.
Well, that's
so timeout on Oxford. Yep, they're going to use one of those timeouts. It's 4th down. Lake Orion needs 7 yards for the first down. The clock stopped at 1:20. But, the Wildcats do have some things to build on. Again, they've got a solid quarterback play. They've got nice play from their defensive back, Tabor. He's done a nice job in their running back and as a defensive back, and an all-world game by Cameron Jarrett.
Well, JR, just think about this. Once they work on that blocking scheme and they get these kids working as a unit, that run game is going to be scary because it already is.
Yeah.
These are guys that make plays. But when you have a clear lane to run in, it's just going to be that much scarier.
Well, and again, once these guys see some film and they see some of the very minor mistakes that cause some of those issues, it could just be footwork and positioning and what have you. The long and short of it is it's all correctable. I think you used that word earlier.
Yep.
So Lake Orion going to take a shot at a field goal here. That's number 6, is Zachary Jones. If he's the one that's been doing the field goal kicking, this is well within his range.
Oh, yeah.
Snap is down. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Off to the left. So Wildcats dodge a bullet there a little bit. So we got 114. So
even that is something to look at and build on.
Well, absolutely, because your defense stood strong and kept them out of the end zone. Sure, they got the ball at the 6 and they got it down that far, but the long and short of it is you kept them out of the end zone when you needed to.
Right.
So again, they're having some adjustment issues because, again, with COVID, you got to supply your own ball and things. I hear them yelling for the ball, and
that's going to take some time to use.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Inside 1 minute to go. This one's coming to an end. The Wildcats have played a gallant game, but the Dragons look like they're going to come out on top. But let's see what this last minute brings us. Bailey back to throw the ball. He's a little bit deep and overthrows everybody.
Yeah.
Boy, that shows some strength in the arm. He threw that from the 10 and it landed on the 50. That's 40 yards in the air.
Well, not to mention it was a tight spiral too.
Yes, it was.
So he's got a lot to work with right there. I'd be quite happy with that.
Well, and again, what I'm excited to see and what I can't wait to watch tomorrow night, I believe it's going to be on MHSAA TV of some sort, is the Lake Orion Oxford game. I want to see what this varsity offense looks like, and maybe after Friday's game, the JV can, because if you are anyone's familiar with high school, the varsity sets the pace, JV follows, and freshmen follow. So they've got a false start.
Here's a question for you. What is a fair? I mean, last year was rough, right? It was rough.
Tough division.
What are some fair expectations for Coach Lyon and that team this year?
Well, that's really hard to say because I haven't really broke down their schedule. But, I think getting through the season with these seniors, they want to have a positive record, right? So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
So what are they playing? 7 games, 6 games?
6 games and then playoffs, yeah.
So I'm sure that they'd like to go 6-0, right?
Right.
But if they can come out of it 3-3 or 4-2,
that's a tough division, right?
Yeah, they're playing some dynamite teams. Yeah. There's no question about that. So
tomorrow will be a good test, right?
Well, no, tomorrow will be as pushing the boulder up the hill,
right?
Because Lake Orion is a perennial year in, year out playoff team.
Yep. Great year last year.
Yep. And a couple state championships under their belt.
Yep.
And again, you got a new coaching staff, a new offense, a new defense. There's a lot to learn. So do I say they can't win? No, I'm not saying that. That's Tabor on the outside. Beats one man, no surprise there. Beats another, no surprise there. Ball just over the 30.
27 seconds left, too.
Tabor, again, adds to his totals for today. That was an awesome job. Took that little swing pass and got it out to near a first down. Wildcats have 1 timeout left, so they need about 3 inches for a first down. So they'll get that and call timeout. Well, clock will stop with the chains moving.
I love it, though. No give up in this team, and that speaks to the coaching staff as well. But these kids, like you said, they just don't look tired. I haven't seen too many guys with their hands, on their waist, trying to catch their breath.
Well, not only that, but they're if they're playing a game against one of the other teams and they need a score at the end of the game to win, This is great practice.
Yep.
Better than practicing against your own team.
Exactly.
Right? So this is live practice. So it's 4th down, 27 seconds to go. Wildcats need about 3 or 4 inches to get the first. They get that. They get more. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Good job. Good job right there. Cameron Jarrett.
I'd love to see his numbers. Love to see his number. He's got to be well over 100.
Yeah, well over 100.
Yeah.
No question. So the Wildcats with a first down, 21 seconds to go, ball at the 50-yard line. Again, nice job here on the offense, right?
Yep.
So Thunder was in there. Now here comes Lightning.
21 seconds. You know they're going to throw the ball. I mean,
you'd
you'd expect them to. I mean,
yeah, because you need to stop the clock if the tackle gets made, or the play breaks down.
The single wide out there.
Pitch out to the left. Cut. Oh,
just no room.
Nice job there by number 99.
Yeah, that
Scotty Campbell.
And that kid's hard to take down. We've talked about it, so.
Yeah, he's hard to catch, let alone take down.
Exactly.
So they stop the clock. They'll get one more play in probably, maybe 2 if it's a pass play. 15 seconds to go. So, again, back to your expectations. If they come out of it 3-3, maybe even win a playoff game, it's all about, do I look better in Game 6 than I did in Game 1? Did I look better in Game 5 than I did in Game 2? So as long as they're making progress, let's face it, we have a reasonably young team. A junior quarterback.
Exciting.
And we've got some good running backs in the backfield that are underclassmen. So I think as long as they're making progress, I think that's what we're going to be looking for, not necessarily wins and losses.
Yep.
However, from what the coaching staff, what people are saying, they're really amped up.
There's a buzz. There is a buzz around this program right now.
There is, and every player that I've talked to, every parent that I've talked to, they just said the enthusiasm, the energy. That's the word they use. The energy is through the roof. So you never know what's going to happen when that happens.
Here we go.
15 seconds to go. Pitch play. Tabor going to throw the ball, looking for number 11. He's looks like he tried to ditch it to save some time. 9 seconds, so 6 seconds on that play.
Going back to that, too, I had a chance to speak with Zach Leinen. He is professional as it gets because he had great things to say about Coach Bud Rowley as well. Right, which he built it up, right?
Yeah, well, Zach isn't the football player that he is, or if it isn't for Coach Bud Rowley. I mean, Bud Rowley, took him, and Zach was up as a freshman playing varsity. We were here calling the games. There was a green field then. But the long and short of it is Zach learned what he knows about football largely because of Coach Rowley. So, absolutely. And I know personally that he has a ton of respect for him. And, and I know Coach Rowley has a ton of respect for Zach Line.
Big arm.
Nice interception there by number 1. That's Jemisi Ray. So that'll end the ball game. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Wildcats come out on the short end of this one, 21-12. But remember, the freshman team won today. So let's see if the